In this video, we're going to quickly cover how you build dashboards with either Scoreboard or QuickScore. As you can see, I've logged into the application. Since this is an existing application, I have my bookmarks on the left and my administrator message on the right. And as always, in the upper left-hand corner, I have my module chooser, and I'm going to choose to create a dashboard. Since I've just logged in, the first thing I've shown is my organization tree, and I'm going to choose an organization that doesn't yet have a dashboard. As you can see, there are some dark blue bubbles. Those are organizations that have dashboards. An organization that doesn't have a dashboard will have a light gray bubble. When I choose that organization, in the right-hand pane, I have the option of creating a new dashboard. I simply click that and give the new dashboard a name. Once I've named the dashboard, I'm now in dashboard edit mode. In dashboard edit mode, as you can see, there's a toolbar at the top. The toolbar gives you the choice of creating WOBs. WOBs are dashboard objects. WOB stands for windowed object or web windowed objects. These are objects that you put on your dashboard that act just like slide objects when you're creating a slide presentation. The first WOB that you can choose is a speedometer or gauge WOB. The speedometer or gauge WOB allows you to choose to make a speedometer or a horizontal bullet or slider gauge or a vertical bullet or slider gauge from any object that is in your scorecard. So if we choose speedometer and then we choose an object in the scorecard like a KPI or performance measure, your WOB appears. WOBs are resizable. In every direction. The speedometer WOB has options of what you show with the WOB. You can show the organization, the score. Since this is a KPI or performance measure, you can also show the actual value, and you can show the performance thresholds, which are the points at which the WOB changes color. The next kind of WOB is a chart WOB. Chart WOBs start as a blank canvas. Then you can choose the chart type. There are line charts, bar charts, stacked bar charts, practically every kind of bar chart that you would like, and a time range chart. Let's quickly cover time ranges. When you compare time ranges and select your data, it defaults to selecting this year versus last year. You need to be able to look at additional data simply by adding more information. The range calendar defines what time periods you're going to choose from. The breakdown calendar shows the points that are going to appear on the chart. In this case, we've chosen a yearly range calendar and we're showing monthly data. We chose one period earlier. The period refers to 1 year earlier. If I chose 2 periods earlier, I would now be showing 2008, 2009, and 2010. In any of our charts, you have the option of choosing a trend line over time. When you choose a trend line over time, it will show you the linear trend graph relative to time. The next kind of WOB is a Scorecard Object WOB. Scorecard Objects WOBs are used for making strategy maps and performance maps. To make strategy maps and performance maps, you need to have a library of background images. We have a library of background images. The way that library was created is fairly simple, but not intuitively obvious. If you go to Administration, you'll see that there's an image library. You can browse to your image on your desktop upload it, and it will be available for you to make a background image or an image wob. So when we make a background image, right-click and edit. If you're on a Mac and are using Firefox, it is Control-click and edit. We add a background image. In this case, we'll use a four-perspective background image. The background image appears, and then you add strategic objectives to create your strategy maps. So you can just continue to add strategic objectives. Each one of your wobs will appear in the upper left-hand corner so that after you've clicked them all, you can easily rearrange them. Each one of your Scorecard Objects wobs has options. You can change the shape of the wob to a rectangle, an ellipse. You can change the font size. You can change where it drills to in the application. You can also change the label. If you're doing a sales dashboard and you want to show the sales number, you can show the actual value. If you're doing a score dashboard, you can just show the score. And you can also choose how it fills, between a gradient or no fill at all, if you're just going to use the wob for data. I'll choose no background image. And then I'll talk a bit about, and this is how you delete. It's very important, the delete button is not the way you delete. You click on the delete, the red delete icon. You also have each one of your images is available to input into the application so that you can create images that are relative to all the kind of things that you like to look at. This is a good example of a set of wobs pieced together on a background image showing a power grid with power KPIs. This is your text wob. The text wob is a text box. When you decide to create a text wob, you want to create the size of your font, whether it's bold or italic, and then you just start typing. After you finish typing, then you can resize your wob, your text wob, to be exactly the size that you need for your whole presentation. And then you can order it and locate it wherever you would like to locate it. So now we have one more wob, and that is the Gantt chart wob. We associate actions in the application with improving measures. We also call those tasks in the QuickScore application. The difference between Scoreboard and QuickScore is that initiatives, which are relevant to the balanced scorecard, are called action plans in Scoreboard. Tasks are called actions. In both applications, the word milestone is used for something that doesn't have a start date and just has a due date. When you click on your Gantt chart wob, you see your Gantt chart relative to the performance for that period, and now you can start adding other wobs. You may notice that my text wob has been hidden. It's very easy then. I can send this to the back, and when I send that to the back, then my text wob is at the front. And that's it. That's all there is to making dashboards in the application. If you have any questions, please write helpdesk@spiderstrategies.com. Thanks, and have a great day.